Like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us. Get the plays in real time. And join us in the chat room where the conversation continues, as well as over on our Discord. We have the link up there right now in our live chat. Before we get underway, just a couple things to let you know about our promo code. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab. Get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys. So go ahead and post your picks in the comments. And of course, visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to some of our long-term passes up there. You can see Ramon and Mindy have been here on fire. Nick Vertini is one of our New York cappers. We got a lot of work with Nick coming up. He's doing well. Ben has had a fantastic week here. Fantastic March Madness here for Ben as well. Nick as well, Nick Lagaredos. Click the links, get signed up to our long-term passes. Latest premium picks here on the center of our page. You will find our best bets here. Each capper can release one best per sport. We're locked and loaded here for Monday's action. $15 premium pick is promotional. Each capper can designate a $15 premium pick on their card to introduce their service to new and existing customers. Multi-packs offer great value, so go ahead and get signed up for those. All right, let's get the show here underway here. With us, joining me today here will be Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. So let's get underway here with game day picks here for Monday's action. We'll go ahead and welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll catch her over at Tony'sPicks.com. You've seen her top the leaderboard. She's put up a great year this year, so I think we're ready to go here with Mindy. Mindy, how's everything going?
I'm doing well. Just hanging out here with Whitney. She wants all of my attention here today.
Indeed. All right, Mindy, here we go. We're going to get rolling here with the show. We're going hockey tonight out west here. Flames at the Kings. The Kings very short favorites here. Total sits at 6.
Yeah, to me it's kind of surprising that the line here opened up so evenly matched here today. I guess it's maybe because, the Flames, they do have to try to keep their hopes alive here as we're running down into the season to try to make it back to the Stanley Cup. But the Kings here, they're 22-9 at home. Calgary is 15-10 on the road. This is the third meeting between these two teams this season. Kings won the last time out, 4-3. It's just a Kings offense here that's just been solid. They've scored 28 goals now in their last 8 games. They also have earned points in 9 straight games right now. They're literally tied with Vegas in first place. And that's even been, basically playing with their, perhaps their best, without their best defenseman in the lineup here as well. I think the Kings are just going to go out here, put the dagger tonight in the Flames' hopes to make it back to the Stanley Cup. I really like the Kings here tonight. I think they're going to just take it to this Calgary team at home.
All right, Mindy, here on the Kings, of course, you can do your line shopping. There's some 106s, 113s. We're using a live Vegas line for this one here, so you guys do your shopping. And it's going to move. So our graphics are static on the pick, but again, the lines are going to move here as we do the show. And of course, Mindy, of course, this Kings team, I have happened to catch that game against Vancouver. Trouble getting pucks through the net there. They went into the shootout and they fell in that shootout. But you can't really argue on this homestand. They've had some issues scoring there against Nashville and against Vancouver, but they got the job done against Islanders and Columbus.
Yeah, I think, maybe Vancouver was perhaps a little bit of an anomaly. Just to, maybe just, a little bit lax perhaps. But if you look at how Copley, he's been playing, defending 27 shots on goal. And if I take a look at Calgary's goalies, just haven't really been the same. I just think that they can win this matchup here. I mean, the goaltenders for Calgary have given up 14 goals over their last 3. I mean, just haven't been playing well here at all. I think it's going to come down to goaltending, and I think you have a real fired up Kings team with how they've been playing offensively. I don't really see the letdown being tonight, Tony.
Yeah, the defense is keeping them in games. There are going to be some nights when the puck doesn't hit, doesn't make the nets, but the defense has been consistent here for this Kings team, and that's really what you look at. Don't play the last result. Look at the overall picture there, and you see that with the Kings' outstanding defense, much different than we looked at to start the season. I was talking to somebody today at the gym about that. Yeah, the Kings, it's totally different look than we saw them, because I was really down on this team to start the season. You know that, right? How sloppy they look.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we had some folks, in the chat rooms were saying the Kings were imposters. Ramon's like, not so fast, not so fast. And they've been proving that here as of late.
Yeah, it's kind of like that if you ever watch horse racing, that horse that runs the first or second race, they don't know what the heck they're doing. And then by the third race, boom. And they've got a good seasoned coach there that has been through this, been through the wars. I mean, it's not this. He's been on a lot of teams. I know he's with the Sharks and he's traveled the league, but he's done a pretty good job of getting his team to show some form defensively and not turn the puck over and. Took care of that mess with the goaltenders. Imagine the two goaltenders are no longer here. It just goes to show you that
right, they're gone.
They're gone. They're gone. Kings here. You can shop. You can find 106. 113 is the Vegas line right now where the Sharps hang out. So there's a lot going on here. This one have start time late night, 10:30 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpix.com. We flashed the records here. 2,218 units of profit for 2023. We got NBA on the board, NHL. They've got some CBI still to go. 2 games left to tip off in the CBI. We do have a primetime game as well in CBI. The times were a little confusing here, but we're going to slip one in primetime as well. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I think there's 4 p.m. my time, 6:30 my time. I have another 3-pack for you in the CBI here today, so you can check that out. I was spending a lot of my time here before the show trying to figure out how I can get that on my TV. It looked like I had to do it through my app and Comcast. I don't know. It's a little bit too difficult. So I might just be doing some score watching. I'm old when it comes to technology here, Tony. But today I also have a 3-pack for you in the NBA and one play, my very best bet in the National Hockey League today. But instead of getting these plays individually, you can definitely go ahead and purchase them in a longer term package, like perhaps a 3-day or maybe a 7-day. That will get you into some more college basketball tourney action. So make sure you get one of those longer term packages, and make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save you 20%.
That's right. Again, I'm with Mindy over at TonySpace.com. That promo code TonyT will save you 20% off. We'll show you that fantastic record here from Mindy for this year, 18 units of profit, all documented over at TonySpace.com. So if you go to Mindy's handicapper page, go to the bottom, you'll see the pick history data. You'll see them all documented. And tonight on the board, Mindy here with an NBA Guaranteed Monday 3-pack. So get on board there. College basketball 3-pack as well in there. We got CBI starting this as well here in this 3-pack, as well as an NHL best bet. So action on the board here for Mindy. Now, instead of buying these plays all individually, we do have that 7-day all sports pass weekly pass. You can get from Mindy all of our premium plays here for 7 days. Of course, that includes, this will take you all the way to the Final Four, right? When this 16-team tournament turns to 4 teams. So you got a lot of action on the weekend. Your Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games are from the NCAAB tournament. The NIT quarterfinals are this week. A lot of the rest of the CBI tournament as well. Don't forget the NHL. Don't forget the NBA. Great value there. You can use that promo code we talked about, TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cameras tab, then you'll land right on Mindy's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Mindy, more content from you. Of course, over at on the Twitter, Tony Speaks Mindy. They can find you on Discord. Mornings team, your day off today. Back again tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to sleep in. I'm feeling pretty good right now. So yeah, ready for another long week. A lot of basketball action. I can't wait. I mean, this is going to be, I think it's been a fun tournament so far. I think it's only going to get better with some of these matchups. Looks like Creighton's favored by 10 over Princeton. I don't know. Seems like a lot to me, but we'll see how it goes. But I was happy for the Jays and their performance. But yeah, we were off today. I got to sleep in. I appreciate that. I know everyone else said that they were kind of lost, so I also feel bad all at the same time. But you can catch us again tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central, where we will bring you all of the lineup for all of the major pro sports that are out there in the NBA and NHL. And of course, we will be doing, I think we might be off tomorrow. I can't remember for college basketball. But if there is college basketball, of course, we'll bring you. Okay, good.
There's actually the NIT quarterfinals. I believe that we go that route tomorrow with some quarterfinal action, and the CBI continues. When I looked,
it might have been TBD teams or something. I don't remember, but yeah. Okay, so we will bring you some college basketball here tomorrow.
There's 4 games. Yeah, there's 2 NIT, and the CBI winners advance and play tomorrow. So we'll have
All
four
right.
games
Well,
tomorrow.
we'll bring you all 4 games tomorrow. We'll bring you the whole card on the morning team. So make sure you come and hang out with us, where you can see the other team stat or chat members. I think it's a nice way. I feel like we've all kind of been become friends or family in a way here during the show. So it's great to have all you guys with us every day. I feel like it's a nice, relaxing place to be, and we come out with a lot of winners, and folks have been really happy here as of late. I mean, if you take a look at the Discord here, which Tony's bringing up, you'll see folks and their wins and advice and prop advice. I mean, it's been a great time. It's a great show. And I think there's a lot more good things to come with it as well. So looking forward to you guys catching us in the morning. You can also find me on social media. You can find me at Twitter at Tony's Picks Mindy, where I'll bring another free play for you here today. You'll get some more free plays from Tiffany and Ramon there as well. So make sure you follow the 3 handicappers on Tony's Picks, Mindy, Ramon, and Tiffany Twitter pages.
That's right, guys. Go ahead and check them out. We're just loading in the Discord. I got to sign in every time I use the software. That's why you're going to see that there. But anyway, you'll see a lot of content up there. And of course, we only share this really with the our live audience. So it's a lot of the folks that participate in our chat rooms, and they're in there, and of course giving out picks, giving out advice. Again, when we start, we're not live. The conversation will always continue there over on the Discord, and of course a lot of the folks there offering picks. We got some folks putting in some CPI plays, picking up this. With the Minute Mornings team, they have their day off, so a lot of folks go in there and put their plays in. Sometimes we're all waiting for that Scotch lock. A lot of these folks have their locks, right? We're waiting for their locks, and Blake comes in with his regional picks, from the state of Tennessee. So there's a lot of great content up there. Ramon in there talking about the line moves. Ron Hahn up there keeping everybody updated on the latest injuries. So a lot of great. It's a community there. People sharing information in an orderly fashion. Yes, we do moderate it. That's why we, it is the way it is. You got to really heavily moderate it. And some folks, it's really, the sarcasm's okay, but when people are dealing with their money, I think it's a certain time and place. I think these folks are all pretty much serious about their betting, and we kind of keep the respectful tone in there. And you can see the really good research that a lot of our committee members do. They research the games, and they give great information. We got a numbers guy in there that posts his numbers and his results. So it's a great way to kind of do your homework, and then pretty much compare your numbers with everyone else in the community, like you would when you watch the morning's team, right?
Exactly. They're just filling in for us while we get a day off. That way we don't miss a beat. That's for sure. So yeah, it's been working out great, and I think that's when we do our best work, is when we can all come together and get that consensus and beat Vegas as a community. And I think we have really proven so far that we're really getting that job done. So we look forward to it. Our chat members look forward to it. And we hope that other people will start chiming in. We get more people that, finally get out of their shell, able to put their picks in also. So it's a lot of fun when we have new people join us every day also.
Certainly is. Find the link up there, Discord, get over there and join the conversation. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you on the show. Continued success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you.
Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you guys to be live with us, get the plays in real time, and join the conversation in our chat like our man Matt D in there. And shout out to Pick Zombies, who's coming in with some women's picks here in the women's tournament. Like I told you, they NCAA tournament NIT played all their games on the weekend. I didn't say all their games. Yeah, they did play their second round games on the weekend, kind of to give the women a little bit of featured on some of the major networks. So some women's action there in the chat. Let's continue on here on the Showtime. Welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll catch him over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll bring him in right now. I think Ramon's ready to roll here. San Diego State was really no sweat for you.
Tony, you watched that game, and it was just Charles Barkley said it best. I mean, you basically had grown men out there against young college kids. I don't know if that will hold up against Alabama, but total mismatch against Furman for sure.
That's right, no doubt about that. Of course, might have to change my line for you. They seem to get these things screwed up with their home and away. But anyway, the Florida Panthers here will be the road team against Detroit in this one. We see the big line here for Florida here. The total sits at 6.5.
Yeah, Detroit is the home team tonight. That might be why I'm maybe going a little bit contrarian here in this one. Florida's got a lot going for them right now, and Detroit, well, maybe not so much, but I like the spot here for Detroit tonight. So I'll get into a little bit as to why, because Florida's moved themselves right into contention for one of those Eastern Conference playoff spots in the wild card, if you will. They're right behind the Islanders and Pittsburgh. They've won 5 out of their last 6. They're playing pretty well. In Detroit, well, they've played themselves right out of contention of late. Just winning 2 of their last 10 games outright. So why Detroit tonight? Well, Florida's just 10-23 straight up off of a win. So I look for them going on the road here. Bobrovsky in net going up against Ville Husso. He was yanked in that loss to Colorado. I expect a stronger effort from him tonight. Also recently the debut in that contest of Detroit's first round draft pick from 2021. He got the call up, and Simon Edvinsson, he made his debut look pretty good in the game, try to strengthen Detroit's defense a little bit for the future. So probably going to lean here to Detroit tonight. Florida's won 18 of the last 22 meetings in Detroit, Tony. I can't make much arguments here other than the fact that I just think Florida, the spread, you see it there. I mean, I'm getting a $1.60 or more now. The steam came in early on the Red Wings, but now the public money's starting to pile in on Florida, and easy to see why. But Detroit, 17-13, straight up at home. Florida, 14-17, straight up on the road. Florida won the first 2 meetings. They allowed just 3 goals to Detroit. Bobrovsky was in goal both of those games. But just note that Detroit is a kind of a break-even proposition at home this season on the money line, while Florida on the road, even with this recent streak, and they're going to be playing some road games here down the stretch, they've kind of tried to put a spin on it, said that's just exactly where we want to be, but they're going to have to try to qualify for this playoff spot, playing more of their games on the road, especially over the next stretch a little bit, and they're down nearly 9 units on the road this season based on the 100 standard units, play, if you will, down about 8.75 units on the road this season. So Detroit, they've been in a little bit of a funk, still a 500 ball club, Florida ball club, hockey team, Tony, and Florida, over 500 now with this recent stretch, and all the experts are going to be giving out Florida tonight, but I'm going to take the plus money here, take Detroit tonight to get one against Florida in the season series, despite their woes against the Panthers. I just think this line's too high. Basically a market play here. Not a lot going for Detroit as far as the news is concerned. Larkin, maybe Perron, probably playing pretty decent for Detroit. Hard to find some bright spots, but Larkin certainly has been one. Perron's been one as well. I'm going to take the Red Wings tonight. You might take them on the puck line there at plus 1.5. I see minus $1.65, but I'm going to take them on the money line tonight.
Ramon here on Red Wings plus 160 against the Panthers. Of course, the NHL season finishes before the NBA season, so we're really kind of getting down here to the wire here. We got, let's see, Florida's, this is game, 69 of 82, so they've got some time. I think they finish usually a week before the NBA, so how does the playoff push look for right now in the East?
With the Islanders, I think they can maybe... that might be their best team to catch. They're third right now. They need to catch one of those 2 teams, Islanders and Pittsburgh right now. Pittsburgh also playing pretty well of late. Maybe Florida has the most momentum, but they put themselves in the biggest hole out of those 2 teams. So those are the teams you have. Those are the 2 teams that you have Florida battling with, basically, for those they're behind the Islanders, behind Pittsburgh, and like I said, sub 500 on the road. This is one that they're going to feel that they need, but I think Detroit knows that too. And Detroit, like I said, they're out of contention, Tony, so they're playing for pride. They called up their draft choice in Edvinsson. He's a defenseman, and so I think that's where it stands. So Florida's got a little bit of work cut out for them because of their a little bit road-heavy schedule. I think they might be playing the best out of those 3 teams right now, but Pittsburgh also has shown a good life of late. Maybe the Islanders are the most inconsistent right now of those three clubs.
Yeah, you look at Florida, 14-20 on the road, minus 14 units on the road. So there you go, and they are the road. Florida is a road team. Atrocious numbers there. Red Wings plus 160 against the Panthers. This one to have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time. Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com. We've been flashing the record up there. Look at this, 4,237 units of prop for 2023. That's top of the leaderboard. You can check out a lot of these multi-capper sites. I don't think anyone's producing these numbers documented. I mean, documented where you can actually go and verify records. Of course, tonight we've got six. We've got six on the board. I believe NBA action. We do have some college CBI still on the board as well. NHL. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, interesting. We got a game at halftime right now between Rice and Southern Utah. I gave out a free pick there in the Discord. So hey, why not hang out in the Discord? Like I said, I give out some free plays there as well. So come on over. Maybe that's where I'll be hanging out tonight. I do have one play. You mentioned the primetime game, and I've decided since that's the CBI, it's lowest rated of the three tournaments, but I've given that one out, Tony, as my $15 play tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. Maybe check out that one tonight if you want a free winner. I already came home with privately. I liked the first game. I liked the second game. Not enough for a premium, but we're going to look tonight to a play in that late game between the Milwaukee Panthers and the Charlotte 49ers. So that's my $15 discount play. In the NBA, Tony, 3-pack tonight for $30. Check it out right there. 6-game card. I like this card. I wanted to go a little bit stiffer, but 3 plays stood out a little bit better than the other couple of plays that I like. So I ended up with just a 3-pack tonight. I don't know if I can get on some late steam with those. We've seen some injury news come out today already with Luka out tonight, Markkanen out tonight. So we'll see how the injury report comes along here for the remainder of the day. We might still be waiting on even more news with Kyrie Irving questionable here tonight. So maybe we'll get more news on that. But it's a 3-pack in the NBA tonight for $30. Pick up my picks over there at Tony'sPicks.com. And in the NHL, I got a 3-pack there as well on the 5-game card. So $30. Check it out at Tony'sPicks.com. Make sure you use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, including those long-term packages. And I've been for some reason, Tony, the hotter I stay, the more long-term packages we're selling. So no coincidence there. Pick up my long-term package, 3-day, 7-day. That'll get you through the next round. You have a basketball hangover? Don't worry, you got more big games coming up. Man, there were some thrilling games this past weekend with big team, big news, big teams, little teams. The FDU was pretty terrific, even though it kind of ran the course a little bit. But certainly Princeton, they're wearing the slipper right now, no doubt about it. Mindy mentioned them going up against the Blue Jays. And boy, the Ivy League, Tony, they're almost why fade the Ivy League when it comes to the NCAA tournament sometimes? These smart guys go in there and it seems like they know exactly what to do, at least to get the money. So more NCAA action this week. You mentioned more NIT, CBI, tomorrow still to come until we get to Thursday. And who knows, we'll know the Final Four by the end of this weekend. And man, I got to root for my Aztecs, but man, Alabama, we've already seen steam come in today, Tony. The move was on Alabama today, up from 7-8, and the total, that went down from about 135.5 to 134.5. So it's going to be a rock fight. That's what the Aztecs will need to do. They need to put on some shoulder pads probably and really bogged down. And I don't think that's impossible for them to do necessarily, but they're going to have to go back to the old Aztecs.
Oh, they're going into the football weight room and just lift weights. Yeah. They're not even going to shoot a basketball. They're not going to shoot a basketball. They're not going to shoot a basketball until they're not going to even shoot a basketball until warm-ups of the game.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to body up the Alabama star. I'm sure that's the way. I mean, if he gets loose, he can be a really strong force. So
I always felt San Diego State style was like an SEC team anyway.
Oh, for sure. And again, like I said, at the beginning of the year, I kind of touted and said, hey, you know what? You're going to see more offense from this team this year. And that's the way it kind of started out. But now that they've gotten into the tournament, right, let's go back to what we know has worked in the past. This is usually the point where it ends for San Diego State. They played a couple of Sweet 16 situations before, a memorable game, of course, against Connecticut, and got lit up by the Star in that one, too. So, they're going to have their work cut out for them here, but it's going to be some great action in the NCAA tournament this weekend. So why not grab the 7-day and get you through the Sweet 16 with me this weekend? Yeah, you're going to get those other plays where Tony, I'm up a pretty good streak right now again in the NHL, adding to the 31 units from last year. Put up another 7 units here so far over the last week or two. There, NBA action as well. And, there's some World Baseball Classic tonight. I'm not sure going to come up with something tonight. I think I posted a play in the Discord today for the action in the game tonight between Japan. Tonight they are in action in that big game against Mexico tonight. I keep thinking of Randy Arozarena, and how great he's played for Mexico. His story's amazing. Basically he took a boat and got to Mexico, and people have been, a little bit critical. Hey, Randy Arozarena, he's a Cuban. He's got one of the most incredible stories in baseball history. The way he was rescued, basically kidnapped, trying to get to Mexico, and ended up, finally getting into safety. So why not proclaim your citizenship? I mean, that's not, some faux title. I mean, he's a Mexican citizen because of that country that kind of adopted him, and he loves that fact that he's been able to basically secure his career because of that move. So Mexico and Japan tonight, Tony, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 Pacific. Japan, a pretty big favorite, Tony, about 2.5 runs at even money, or maybe a -110, but 240, 250 favorite on the money line. Total 8.5 tonight. World Baseball Classic, and we know winner takes on the United States. Trey Turner, absolutely incredible. The grand slam in the big game. He hit another 2 home runs in the next game. So Trey Turner, he's been the big star at the World Baseball Classic, which continues tonight. So why not grab my packages here for the next 3 days, 7 days preferably, and get on board. You see the numbers. Tony talked about them. Certainly I try to talk about it humbly, but one of the hottest handicappers on any of these sites currently, and hoping to keep that going and make everybody some money over there. But don't forget, join us in the Discord as well. Got free plays for you, kind of running through over there at the Tony's Picks Discord. Yeah.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. You see the numbers, 4,237 units of profit, all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. So get on board with Ramon Scott, as he mentioned today. NHL 3-pack on the board. Also, Monday night 3-pack from the NBA. CBI, best bet up there, $15. That's up there right now. And of course, instead of buying these plays individually, that weekly All Sports Pass is a great value right now. Get all of Ramon's premium plays for 7 days. That includes all his college basketball. Remember, we got, and this will cover you through the Elite Eight and when they reach the Final Four, right? So when this tournament's whittled down from 16 to 4 teams, is covered through Sunday. Also, all his NBA, all his NHL. If he's in action in the CBI tomorrow and the next day, and the NIT quarterfinals, which are playing this week. We go quarterfinals this week, semis, and finals next week. So we got quarterfinal action here Tuesday and Wednesday here from the NIT. The winners will advance to Vegas next week. So there's some motivation there. I know the Wisconsin folks would like a trip to Vegas, but they're going to have to face Oregon on the road. It's going to be an interesting battle there because Wisconsin loves to travel, and they will have home court advantage if they get there. So guys, check that out there. And of course, Ramon's also involved in some of the peripheral sports, as we mentioned. UFC, if there's a UFC or Bellator card this week, that will also be part of that 7-day pass. Any late Steam plays that are loaded in the system we allow the cappers to load plays between 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time. Those are emailed directly to your inbox when you're a long-term subscriber. So if you subscribe to that 7-day pass, the late Steam plays are included. of course, as well as the regular premium plays in there. So go ahead and get signed up. Of course, don't forget the promo code. You can save 20% off those packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then you'll land right on Ramon's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, you talked about the Twitter account we set up for you at Tony Speaks Ramon. Lots of stuff going on here with the Discord, and of course, the morning team back tomorrow.
Yeah, we took today off. We might shift the day off. We're not sure yet, but until maybe football season, maybe we'll start to take Monday off, because we know that Monday, once we get to baseball now, kind of the lighter schedule, and Friday, I think people kind of miss us because we're getting ready for the weekend, and Friday is always a pretty heavy sports day, especially in Major League Baseball. So we might just switch that around a little bit until football season comes back, so we'll get involved with some Monday Night Football, if you will. But yeah, we had you talked about MMA, another 2-in-1 night for me over there this year, another profitable sport for me with MMA, the UFC card this past weekend, pretty exciting card. So we do post those plays on Twitter. Sometimes they're not making it right now, but that's okay. We're trying to work that out and figure out what's going on with that. So maybe I could just I want to see if I can toss my play out here, because they're really not quite making it on Twitter right now. My play tonight, Tony, is in the women's tournament. It's Florida Gulf Coast and Villanova under 132 in the women's tournament. I just want to give it out because we're not quite on the same page there right now. So FGCU and Villanova under tonight, my free play there. Also, check out our embedded videos here on the site, including my leaderboard video, Tony, where tonight, that's where I preview. That's what it is in the Mexico-Japan game. Find out what my pick is with our leaderboard video. And, of course, I talk about the great handicappers here at Tony's Picks, and then I give you that free play. So find out who's hot, and then get signed up with any of our handicappers, including me, maybe. Team up Mindy and I in the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Mindy's super hot this year, and so am I, and you can get one of us at a discount price. Why not pay for Mindy's picks and then add my picks for half price with the 2-for-1 handicapper promotion at tonyspicks.com. So those are what's going on there as far as the free picks are concerned. We'll be back with more morning steam tomorrow, 9 Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, and 8 a.m. Central. Mindy time, as I like to call it, and we're going to preview NBA card, the NHL card, and a few select college play, probably all of them, maybe all of them, with just the games that you mentioned, the 2 in the NIT, the 2 in the CBI. That's all we got this year. We don't have any basketball classic anymore. There's no TBI, whatever the other ones were. This is all we've got now, so maybe this will be what we'll have moving forward with the NCAA. You always joked about those teams having to pay to play in some of these tournaments, but CBI, at least they got them all down there in one site, and the teams can make a little bit of a trip about it and have a great time, and maybe even a championship experience for some of these teams that really had some momentum coming into the postseason. Didn't make either of the 2 big tournaments. These are a tournament they can really build on. So there's always room to make some more money at Tony'sPicks.com. Doesn't have to be the big tournament. We'll get involved wherever we can, Tony.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Ramon. You can find him with the member videos, actually the sponsored video on the homepage, and of course the handicapper update, leaderboard update here. Up here, you get also a free pick from Ramon here. Just click the premium picks tab, and you'll find it here on our leaderboard video pick. So go ahead and check it out. And of course, over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you here on the show. I think we have a new commenter here, Mike Hawk. Shout out to you as well. With NHL picks, we started the show off. We'll do the recap in a second here, and we will get to those in a second. But all right, Ramon, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, Tony. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you guys live with us, get the plays in real time. Of course, you do that when you subscribe. Also, if you would participate in our chat room, we greatly appreciate that. We'll get to the recap if you miss any picks here in a little bit. Let's continue on here on the Game Day Picks. Time for my play. Let's get my game board up here right now for you right now. And we're looking here at this one between Charlotte and Milwaukee tonight. Milwaukee here is a 5.5 point dog. 49ers now up to 5.5 in this one, and that's where we're going to be looking. We're going to be looking here at the dog in this game. We're going to look here at the Milwaukee plus 5.5 now. So do your shopping, get the best number. That was a line here at post time for me. But this is a Milwaukee team. I know it was kind of a rough beginning there. Milwaukee is 22-11. They got past Stetson in that CBI opener. When you look at this Panthers team, their defensive form has gotten really strong here. If you kind of look over their past 5, they're holding teams just 43%, 30% here from the 3-point line. So it's basically the defense is really tightened here for this team. Of course, Charlotte coming from that really good Conference USA team. They got past Western Carolina here to start the season. They've been pretty strong defensively this season, and of course, they post a record of 19-14. But again, here I'm just going to look here overall at the defensive form for this Panthers team. I'm liking what I'm seeing, so that's where we're going to roll here. We actually got the extra half point now as the books are moving this one to 5.5. As you can see here on our live feed, it was 5, then moved to 5.5. We're still going to hear on Milwaukee here plus the 5. All right, guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com right now. Over on the board, what I've got is I've got plays up there. Best bet tonight here from the NBA, so go ahead and get on board with that. I've been doing really well with my best bets. I think I've almost close to 2,000 units of profit here for the year in my best bets. College basketball premium play is well up there, so I've got a couple of premiums for you tonight. Get on board. The long-term pass, that 7-day pass is great. Get all of my premium plays for 7 days, NBA as well as college basketball will be in action. This will take you all the way through the weekend's NCAAB tournament when we get down to the Final Four. So good time to go ahead and get signed up with that. All right, let's continue on here on the show. A big shout out to having some issues here with my my comment software here. I don't use everything on the same computer. Try to limit. I have some multiple computers functioning. For some reason, my comments are not coming through today for some reason. But anyway, just shout out there. A lot of the folks up there here. Let's see here. We've got the shout there to Mike Hawk, Matt D in their C-Spill as well. And, of course, we had Pig Zombie in there as well. So shout out to everyone there. Let's do the recap. As promised, let's get the plays from today's show. We'll post the recap for you right now. We start off with Mindy. Mindy like the Kings, minus 106 against the Flames. Ramon, the big underdog here. Red Wings plus 160 against the Panthers. I'll be in Milwaukee plus 5. Do your online shopping. You'll be able to find here. 5.5 here against Charlotte. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of Game Day Picks. Guys, be sure to tune in again tomorrow live here at 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Game Day, and we'll give out the plays for you in real time from Tony'sPicks.com. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time to get the best numbers. All right, that's going to do it here for our show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from today. I'm going to go ahead and wave goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow here on